right, everybody. Welcome to the Merle on the Move radio show. This is the Merle on the Move radio show, and I'm Merle on the Move. Welcome to the program. So let's get it going today, and you know what it is? Yeah, Merle on the Move got the sound effects. You know.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Y'all want the round of applause? Y'all want that one? Like that. Let's anyway. So welcome to the program. This is Merle on the Move, and I want to get started with the show. Started off with sports. You know kind of what's going on with sports. Football's right around the corner. If you live here in the Iowa area, you know the season, the weather's been kind of crisp. It's been a little crisp with the weather lately. I've been having some nice weather lately, and I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and move forward. So preseason football, the Chicago Bears have been shockingly very good. I think that number one pick they got going on this year is going to be really good for them. That quarterback they got, the number one pick out of U.S. 2-0 in the preseason. Those Rams, Los Angeles Rams, 2-0 in the preseason. They won again. And so I'm happy about that. They beat the Cowboys last week. And I forgot who we played this week. I can look real quick, but I don't feel like it. Anyway, I'm just happy with it. It's preseason. Who cares? Anyway, I'm watching preseason. Preseason was today. And there's some good teams. Steelers playing. I think Baltimore's going to be really good this year. The Texans are going to be really good this year also. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. So, but yeah. So that being said, let's go ahead and move forward to what's going on in sports. Basketball's going. Olympics is over, so I'm going to move past that. But UFC happened today. Izzy gets busy. Alexandra, I think I'm saying his name right, and he lost. So if y'all watched that UFC fight today, I was expecting him to win, but he lost. He got submitted. So, yeah, shout out to that. There was some good UFC fights today. But the fight I'm looking forward to, I don't know if I've been on the show since Bud Crawford lost. I'm not sure. Won. Sorry, my bad. Whoa. Bud Crawford won. Let me try. Back that up. Bud Crawford, Terrence Crawford won that fight. I don't know why I say he lost, but he won that fight. So shout out to Bud. But the fight I'm looking forward to, they talking about it's going to be Tank Davis. Tank Davis going to fight your guy, Shakur Stevenson. Clarissa Shields even said that's supposed to happen, and she's rocking with Shakur. Tank got that. Tank got that. Huh? What we gonna say? Snoop? Snoop, don't tell him. Tell him what it is. So let's go ahead and get back to it. So one thing I did want to talk about is I want to speak on the Cardinals. So the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals baseball team, has been going back and forth since the All-Star break. The Cardinals have been losing. I mean, we dropped down to like fourth, right, in the rankings. We were like number 2 right behind. Milwaukee, the Brewers have been playing really good. I mean, I can't be mad at the Brewers. I can't be mad at them. They've been really playing really good. But that being said, I'm a Cardinals fan, so I don't care about Milwaukee. If the Birds ain't doing good, I'm not really watching football. The Birds ain't doing good. So the Cardinals are back. We're number 2. We're in second place again. We 10 games back. We don't have the best record in the MLB at all. But in our division, we're 2 games. We're 10 games back behind Milwaukee, but we're number 2. We're a half game up from the Cubs. Yeah, the Cubs. Cubs ain't been playing too bad. They were stinking it up before All-Star break. The Cubs started making a good run after All-Star break, so shout out to that. Shout out to the Cubs for playing some good baseball. They showing up. I can't be mad at them. I'm just not a Cubs fan. Y'all know that. If you listen to the show, you know Merle is not a Cubs fan at all. Nah. But Cardinals, let's see what we can do. Get a push going. Let me go ahead and push forward into some entertainment. I've been watching that Hard Knocks. I said the Bears are in Hard Knocks. Pretty good series. Y'all can check that out. It's on HBO if you're curious to watch it. It's very interesting if you're curious to check it out, Also, in TV, you got Power is coming back here. I think they stopped on episode 5, but it's coming back. So you can check that out if you are into that. Movies, you got that. What's that? Alien. It's like the Alien movies, a new version. I seen a preview of the trailer of when I went to see Deadpool, but that's out if you want to care to check that out. And also Twisters, the tornado movie. That's on demand, stuff like that. You can stream that right now. Also, entertainment. I wanted to talk about some stuff that I like. Okay, so Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle. It's entertainment. So Nipsey Hussle was a rapper. To me, a phenomenal rapper out of South Central Los Angeles, to the Crenshaw Slauson district. He was a Crip. They call him Nip the Crip. He's also a Rolling 60. Now I say that to say this: Big U is not going to say he's a leader of the Crips, but he has stature in that game, and he admits that. I'm not saying something that's not known. He's never said he's a leader, but he is a Rolling 60. He's been a Rolling 60 since like the 80s. Been locked up, did some time, fights, all that. Put in work, that's what I'm saying. And Big U used to manage Nip, and Big U and Nip had some beef and some tensions. And I didn't know these things. I thought they was always on the level, but I'm not connected like that. But those that know. So Big Sam, Nip's brother, Nipsey Hussle's brother. Nipsey Hussle was murdered back in 2020, March 31st, 2020. Excuse me. And he's murdered in front of his shop, and we know who murdered him. It was another Rolling 60 named, I can't remember his government name, but they called him Shitty Cuz. That was his name. And it's a kind of a mismatched story of how they knew each other and how it transpired and what happened. But it didn't seem right. The story didn't seem right. So, long story short, Big Sam had never did an interview, who is Black Sam. I don't know why I say Big Sam. Black Sam, who is Nipsey Hussle's brother, never did an interview with anybody since the passing of Nipsey Hussle, his brother. And he did an sit-down interview with Big Boy. He's a DJ, radio personality out of Los Angeles. He's really connected to the streets out there. So rappers and everybody in the streets respect Big Boy. So during the interview, he sat down and he talked about his brother, who he felt, who's responsible, and the stories behind it. And the way he was saying is that that his brother, that guy did it, but it was somebody that sent him to do it. It was a play. It wasn't something that happened random. It wasn't that they had beef. They didn't know each other. He didn't work with them. They didn't grow up together. They both were Crips, but, they didn't associate with each other. So the story that was out there was like they were saying that they knew each other, they grew up around each other, and, they just had some beef. But that's not the case. So he did not name Big U, but then the street started talking because people started connecting the dots, and it's coming up to sound like the Big U knew about Nipsey being greenlit, saying that they were saying, yeah, go ahead and do something to Nipsey. But it's not saying that Big U said do something to Nipsey. It's being said that he knew something was going to happen to Nipsey, and he didn't say nothing about it. He didn't step in and prevent it. And one of the people that is out there frontlining saying that this is the case is Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon is the person that's really out there broadcasting it and frontline and saying that, yeah, Nipsey and Big U had beef, and that Big U knew something was going to happen to Nipsey. That's what he's saying. And Loose Cannon is connected to Big U and Nipsey because he's a Rolling 60 Crip. He's also saying, and he's verified, that he's been the muscle behind Big U in a lot of these events that's been going on. Far as some of the beef that happened between Nipsey Hussle and Big U happened behind DJ Khaled. So DJ Khaled and Nipsey, did a song. One of the last songs Nipsey Hussle did was with DJ Khaled. And DJ Khaled came to Nipsey Hussle's hood in South Central Los Angeles in the Crenshaw district to shoot this video. And Big U is on record saying that Nipsey Hussle is not from the Crenshaw district. Nipsey Hussle is from Slauson. He's a Slauson boy. If you see the tattoo on Nipsey Hussle's back, it says Slauson boy. So that's where Nipsey Hussle is known to be from. And if you know Los Angeles politics, where you from and streets you grew up on matters. Even if it's blocks or streets, it matters. So Big U is Crenshaw. Nipsey Hussle is Slauson. Even though Nipsey got a pass and was respected on both sides, when it comes to the politics, Big U is claiming Crenshaw. So anybody coming in the Crenshaw district, Big U say he got to get the authority, especially if you're a person. If you a civilian, no. But if you're a person that's connected, if you're a person that's doing business, if you're a person that's in the hood, congregating with people from the hood, from the set, Big U feels, and I guess that's the way it's supposed to go, he's supposed to be contacted. He's supposed to be the one that's laying that out, giving the okay. Well, Nipsey gave the okay. Nipsey was the one giving the okay and passes and had the stature to do these things when Big U was not there. And I guess even when he was there, Big U was okay with it because they was working together. But as soon as Big U and Nipsey started working together, Big U pulled back that restraint, pulled back that pass, pulled it back. He didn't take it. He just pulled it back. Some of the restrictions, some of the privileges that Nip had, Big U was acting funny about. And one of them was giving a pass to Khaled. Big U wanted to get the pass. Khaled check in with him, not just check in with Nip. What Nip did, he stepped up and frontlined it. And this is what Black Sam said if you listen to the interview. Nip frontlined that situation that gave Khaled the okay to come to the hood and shoot that video. And Big U did not like that. He did not name Big U in that coincidence, but that's what happened. So when Khaled came to the hood, Big U sent Loose Cannon to talk to Khaled, put hands and feet on Khaled and his people if they didn't cooperate. And when Loose Cannon came, he didn't come with just him. He came 100 or so deep. So Khaled, the security that Khaled had with him was not police officers. It was gang members. It was Crips. That was his security. And if it's Crips that's their security, if it's other Crips coming to confront you, they're not going to catch that bullet for loyalty, for just, you know what I'm saying? It's about that. So if the 60s is coming, they're going to press you. And that's how they got to Khaled. Because Loose Cannon actually put hands on Khaled, grabbed him up, and then called Big U and was like, what's up? And Big U was like acting like that Loose Cannon was acting on his own accord, that Big U had nothing to do with that. As a matter of fact, let me call nephew off. Let me save you, Khaled, from them. Nip can't save you, I can. And because of that, he ended up doing business with Khaled after that. He had no business connections with DJ Khaled. Big U had no business connections with Khaled before that encounter, but has been having business connections with Khaled since then, including tonight on Fat Joe's Cake Day. Big U has celebrated Fat Joe on social media, making a post about him, saying it's his C-Day. And I've seen pictures and videos of him celebrating with Petey Crack out of Philly and Fat Joe. They're together, not just shouting him out saying, Happy Cake Day. They're with them. They're in Florida. They're in, I think, Miami, in the Florida area, partying. Big U from Rolling 60s Crib, Crenshaw District, down there in Florida with Fat Joe and Petey Crack, all because of Khaled, all because of that encounter, and none of this happened till after Nipsey Hussle was murdered. And what Black Sam is saying, that encounter, and because Nipsey Hussle stepped up and spoke and vouched for Khaled to come to the hood, gave him that hood pass without my man's pass, Big U's pass, without his blessing. That's where the beef started between Big U and Nip. They had some beef before that, but that's what brought it to where it's at now. And that's why he gave the green light. They're saying he ain't organized. I'm not saying he orchestrated it. And also Loose Cannon, his interviews, you can check his interviews right now on YouTube. His name is Loose Cannon, Luce Cannon. He's got a reality show. I subscribe to a reality show. It's called Baddie and the Beast. It's on this new black streaming network. It's called Batty and the Beast. It's Loose Cannon, and I forget his female's name. But it's dope. It's real fights, a real reality show. You know what I'm saying? It's got some of the people from the Jocelyn's Cabaret on it. But yeah, I've been checking that. I subscribe to it like $7.99. So it's been that deep. I go down a rabbit hole. I'm following the story because there's some truth behind it. Now, as Loose Cannon, with all the details, he's telling you the details, but everything. Some stuff is speculation. But for the most part, he's on that. For the most part, I'm telling you, he's on that, man. So, yeah, that being said, we're going to keep this moving. If you want to check that out, check that out. Nip, I was a big fan of Nipsey Hussle. Still am a big fan of his music. But check that out. It's sad if that's what happened, that Big U is backdooring people. He's putting protection out for artists. And then as soon as the artists, maybe they got something he wants, he backdoors them, sends the goons at him because you know your location. He knows the security you got. You know what I'm saying? He know when you don't have security. He comes in, he gets him both ways. He gets the money from the security, then he gets money from the kickback from the stuff they take from the people. Or he's feeding his people off that part. He gets his part, like, I'm going to feed y'all off because I'm going to let y'all go at him. Now, I don't know that to be true. This is speculation. This is, speculation. I'm not saying this is the truth, but this is what's being said on the internet. Y'all know how the internet go! Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Let's talk about a little politics a little bit. So, I don't understand how Trump can get away with this. He was talking to what's the dude on Twitter now? Elon Musk. I like Elon Musk. Or I don't know. I haven't been following Elon Musk lately. I liked Elon Musk. I liked Elon Musk when he was on Joe Rogan and he was doing an interview with him and he was smoking the blunt. To see a billionaire smoke a blunt on a live camera, in his stature, I thought was cool. I'm not saying that, everybody should smoke weed. That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is to see a person open themselves up, be that open, right? Susceptible to other criticisms, because some people don't want to look at you. Might not want to do business with you if you're doing that. And he was willing to do that. I thought that was dope. And plus, I listened to the interview. It wasn't just that. But I listened to the interview. It was dope. It was a good interview he did with Joe Rogan. And he's a very smart guy. I mean, I'm not mad at him. But it's politics. See, that's why politics and religion, that's why I got to be careful on this show. Politics and religion can really turn you on and have you in a bad situation. It can hurt friendships. It could put family members and people in different perspectives and different lights. So I don't know if I feel strongly about that, but this is where we're at, right? This is the reality we live in. We have a new presidential candidate, right? And I've been on here. I've said this. If you go back on some of my shows, I've been saying this, that I don't want to vote for the two old guys, right? Joe Biden was the best of lesser two evils, in my opinion, because a lot of people feel like Trump speaks to you or to the people, and really he's only speaking to people you like, maybe, because he lies. How can you trust a person that lies? And yeah, I know you say the Democrats lie too, but not like that. It's different. Like, I know you got people, like I said, might say this before, I know you got people you like, that it's in your family, or that you might work with, that, you know what I'm saying, you know they're a liar. You know that they're going to lie, and they're going to stretch the truth, and they're going to say a lot of stuff that ain't true. But you still deal with them because, you know what I'm saying, they mean well, they're not a bad person. It's just you can't trust what they say most of the time. It's okay because they don't affect your life. They don't affect your everyday life. So that's cool. But when it's a person that's your boss, or they are in position to affect your future or your loved one's future, or if it's your children's principal, and they're a liar or they're an idiot, you don't want that person in charge. You don't. You do not want that person in charge at this point, because now it's a problem. And y'all know that to be true. So what we saying about Trump? We know him to be a liar, flat out. We got a new candidate. Say what you want to say about Joe. We got Kamala Harris. Is she known to be a liar? I'm sure she's lied about some things. You can probably check a record, and she's lied about probably a multiple of things. But is she an out-and-out liar to a bold-faced liar? She's done things that bold-faced lies to the point to where you're like, you know what, I just don't trust nothing this person says. Y'all know that. I don't care if you like her or not. That ain't the case with her. That wasn't the case with Joe Biden. That wasn't the case with Barack Obama. That wasn't the case with Bill Clinton. That wasn't even the case with George Bush. It has never been a president in history. And I know y'all have heard this term before because Trump used these terms so much so y'all can be desensitized to him. That's why he says he's the worst president. There's never been a worse president than this person in history. He says that all the time to desensitize it because he's that guy. It's never been a president in history that has lied as much as often on the dumbest, on the realest issues in anybody in history than Donald J. Trump. He lies about stuff that when it's don't mean nothing, he lies about it. He lies about the big things. Like, he's just a known liar. Like, he lies to his wife, he lies to his kids, but who cares? People do that. People lie. People do good on their jobs, real good at their job, but they awful husbands and awful fathers, right? Y'all know these people. These people exist. They're great. And sometimes they're awful fathers and awful husbands because they give so much to the job, right? They put so much time in the job that they neglect that. But very rarely do you have a person that's they lie and they make up so much stuff on all fronts, on a personal and public and professional accord. Like, who wants to be known as a liar in public? Like, you hold a public office and you're known as a liar. Hands down. Even the people that support you know and will tell you, yeah, he lies, but their defense is other politicians lie too. But then when you say, not the same way, they be, oh, lie's a lie. No, a criminal's not a criminal in your eyes. Because usually, in most conservative eyes, if you did a crime and went to prison, you're a criminal. Unless you like the person, then they can be rehabilitated. Trump is a criminal right now. Yeah, but he's a criminal because other people set him up. The Dems are after him. It's all bogus. He should have never been charged with none of that stuff. If that was the case when he was charged, he wouldn't have been convicted. Yeah, they can charge you with anything. Anybody can come up with lies. It happens all the time. They can lie on you all the time and come up with stuff and accuse you, but you don't get convicted unless there's enough evidence to convict you. Even if it's false evidence, it's still got to be enough to convict you. Now, you're trying to say all the stuff they put up against him was false. Well, it was 11 or 9 jurors that convicted him. 12 jurors, however it is in the jury. 9 or 12. 12. Judged by 12, been carried by 6, judged by 9, something like that. You know what it is. You get it. So, what we doing? And even then, he can still repeal and all that, but you can't hold office. This is what y'all came, these are rules and statutes y'all came up with. I guess it wasn't a law, but, that was the president. It set the precedent that if they didn't think there would ever be a president in that position, but here we are. So, what we're going to do right here, we're going to do some... Oh, my God!
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg! That's what we're doing, this Merle on the Move radio show, and I'm Merle on the Move. Let's keep it going. So, Kamala got a lot of steam going, right? All right, a lot of people. I mean, come on. She got different people from different demographics and backgrounds showing up. I said Trump was on Elon Musk's Twitter doing some kind of 2-hour-long back and forth and lying, lying. They called him on a whole bunch of lies. They finna have a debate. The J.D. Vance dude finna have a debate with the other. Who cares? I don't know. Let's talk about friendships. Friendships are not placated on what you do for the other person. And what I mean by that is the way that you treat a person, you should not expect that person to treat you in the same manner. Now, you should have a certain standard, right? I'm not saying you should just let people crap over on you or just take whatever somebody gives you. But sometimes I think we feel that if I treat you a certain way, I deserve for you to treat me that back the same way or better, right? And in a good way, in the natural world, that should be the case. We should, right? Treat others as you should treat yourself, or you would want to be treated, something like that. So I get that part, but that don't happen. 9 times out of 10, it don't happen. Either, a person is overbearing or a person is real docile. You know what I mean? The person, takes a lot of crap, or a person, can be push the person too far, something like that. So the way that I've viewed friendships is it's a give take. Long as the person means well. Like, I don't expect a person to treat me the way I treat them, but long as the person that I consider, that I call a friend, means well when dealing with me, even good or bad, I'm okay. Moving forward, the relationship with that friend, I'm okay long as that person always means well, right? You don't ever come at me with ill intent, false premises, false accusations, assumptions, putting your downfalls or your shortcomings as maybe in your upbringing on me as an excuse for your bad behavior. Those things is what I look at. If you can accept responsibility for your bad behavior or a mistake you've made in our friendships, or a misstep, or misspoke on some things, or maybe the intent wasn't taken the right way, and you can dial it back and be like, hey, not my intent, my bad. Let's repair, let's work on that. You know what I mean? Hey, yes, that's my friend right there. I can rock with you. But if you are that person that wants to blame, point your finger, make excuses, make up stuff, have a preconceived notion about what I'm going to say, feel, or how I'm going to react about a situation before I get a chance to react or even talk to you about it, you already have an idea of what I'm going to say, and it's in a negative way, then no, that's not a good friend. Matter of fact, that's an op. That's the opposition. That's like, you knew me, you got close enough to know me and understand me, and when it was going good, it was great. But now, because now something is going bad, or something didn't happen the way you feel, or it's a little awkward, so now you're going to use the information you know about me as a tactic or as a weapon. Alexa, stop. To come at me, right? To use in a different way. To use as leverage, or you know what I mean? Or to try to play against me. That's an op. And you're the worst kind of op, because most times people like me don't allow you or people like that to get close enough to even do or have any contact like that. Because we hit them, we don't do it. Hit them again. We don't do that. We hands off when it comes like that. So by any chance that you do be in the situation to where a person like myself allows you to become friends or close enough to be in our circle, and you do that, oh, you the worst kind of person. And boy, do we take it wrong. Oh my goodness, we sure take it wrong. So, yeah, that's not a friend, that's an op. You're the opposition. And if you're that kind of person, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. You got to check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself. Hit 'em, Snoop.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
That's what I'm talking about. So, y'all know what it is. It's Merle on the Move. I'm going to go ahead and sign off on my day. I'm going to leave it like that. Friends, how many of us have them? Friends. Before we go any further, let's be friends. Anyway, this is Merle on the Move. Y'all stay tuned. I'll be back next week. Like always, be a good human. Peace, 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 peace.